الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم أما بعد. We continue with our lessons on Thursday nights, Laylatul Jum'ah, after Salatul Isha, from the book Riyadh saliheen, Gardens of the Righteous, by Al-Imam Al-Muhaddith Al-Faqih Al-Mujahid Imam Al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala. We're in the book of Kitab Al-Ikhlas, the book of sincerity, from the Sheikh's volume number 1. The last hadith we took, Barakallahu fikum, the hadith of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله لا ينظر إلى أجسامكم ولا إلى صوركم ولكن ينظر إلى قلوبكم وأعمالكم. أخرجه Muslim. We took that hadith where the Prophet he said, verily Allah does not look at your bodies nor your shapes, but He looks at your deeds and your actions, which is in the hadith collected by Imam Muslim. Tonight we take two hadiths, the hadith of Abu Musa Abdullah ibn Qais al-Ash'ari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. قال سئل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن الرجل يقاتل سجعا ويقاتل حمية ويقاتل رياء أي ذلك في سبيل الله؟ فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم من قاتل لتكون كلمة الله هي العليا فهو في سبيل الله. متفق عليه. وعن أبا بكر النفيل بن حارث الثقفي رضي الله تعالى عنه قال أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا التقى مسلمان في سيفهما فالقاتل والمقتول في النار. قلت يا رسول الله هذا قاتل وما بال المقتول؟ فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم إنه كان حريص على قتل صاحبه. متفق عليه. The first hadith we took, the hadith of Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, he said that the man asked the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, which one of these occasions is fighting in the cause of Allah? A man who fights out of being courageous. He's tough, he's brave, he's not afraid. Another man, he may fight because of the passion to fight or because of a passion of a people. And the third one, a man who fights only to be seen, to show off, for reputation. Which one of these cases is considered in the cause of Allah? The Prophet ﷺ, he answered him, he said, the one who fights in order to make the word of Allah uppermost, then this is fi sabilillah. This is in the Bukhari Muslim. And Tabaraka wa ta'ala, he mentioned Surah Al-Baqarah, ماذا ولا يقاتلوكم حتى يردوكم عن دينكم إن استطاعوا. Allah said they will not stop fighting with you, talking about the Prophet Muhammad and his companions and those after them, but in this case particularly it was talking about the Prophet and his companions, and it's general for everyone. Allah said when they will not stop fighting with you until they turn you away from your deen. Here you see the hadith of the Prophet saying the one who fights to make Allah's deen uppermost, then this is yani fi sabilillah. So you see the issue of the Prophet ﷺ making clear that not the one who wants to show that he's brave or the one who has a passion. Like many of the groups today, they fight, they hurt, they violate the rules and regulations of humanity. And this is part of fi sabilillah, the hukuk of the nas, the rights of the people. If it's something that Allah has commanded you, then that thing is fi sabilillah. If it's li'ithhar deen al-sahih, to make clear this is the true religion, or ifhar al-haq min al-batil, to make clear what's truth from what's falsehood. Aw li kashf or bayan ash-shubhat, or to remove or uncover misconceptions and things that are used to demise and make the religion look bad. All of this is fi sabilillah. So you see the Prophet ﷺ in his statement using the terminology fi sabilillah, rejecting the one who fights out of bravery, the one who fights because he has a passion for a people or a cause, or one who simply wants to be seen by men. None of this is considered in the way of Allah, because it's not from the religion of Allah wa ta'ala. And when the Prophet ﷺ mentioned qatil here, he uses qatil in many ways. In the hadith about fasting, he mentioned qatil. If a person comes to, and he used qatil meaning to bother you, to annoy you with his speech. And the hadith, when he was talking about praying without having space where people can just walk in front of you, meaning ila sutra, praying close to something. He mentioned if the person goes in front of you, stop him. If he tries to go a second time, stop him. If he tries to go the third time after all of that, then he used qatil. But he didn't mean fight to kill him. He mean wrestle with him, let him know, I'm praying, what are you doing? Because to go in front of a person purposely while praying, while they're praying, is a major sin. A major sin on the one who's praying, who doesn't attempt to stop him, and a major sin on the one who goes in front of the person intentionally while he or she is praying. So Prophet ﷺ is mentioning this, showing us the purity of the religion and the fact of ikhlas in any case, whether it be defending yourself or defending your family, or fighting because someone wants to make you under their foot or the deen of Allah wa ta'ala low, then it has to be in accordance with what Allah wa ta'ala has laid out. And the first of those things is ikhlas. First of those things is that you don't violate and harm those who Allah commanded you not to harm, but to make peace and to make that which is good for all. And if they fight with you, then fight with them. And if they stop, then Allah Ghafur Rahim. And this is a refutation against terrorists and the people who talk about the mere issue of fighting and defending yourself as part of terrorism and all of this that they talk about. This is civil liberty, that people have the right to defend themselves in accordance with what Allah wa ta'ala has made clear for all. And then the Prophet ﷺ in the second hadith, he shows the same thing, the intention and the action when two Muslims meet and they draw their swords. And many times as Muslims get into it, people say, well, how could you be Muslim and you're fighting a Muslim? But you hear the Prophet ﷺ saying when two Muslims meet and they draw their swords. And the Prophet ﷺ went on to talk about both of them being in the fire. So the one in the hadith, he said, he asked the Prophet, we understand the one who was oppressing the person, yeah, he goes to the fire. But what about the one who was being oppressed, the innocent? The Prophet talked about what's in his chest. The Prophet talked about what he was striving to do. He said he himself was eager. He was trying to kill his opponent. And all of this shows the issue of restraint, the issue of knowledge, the issue of sincerity, the issue of following the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's book and the way of his messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We ask Allah wa ta'ala to give us the understanding and the application of ikhlas. We ask Allah wa ta'ala to give us understanding of the application of the Prophet sallam. We ask Allah wa ta'ala to make us die upon ikhlas and upon good deeds, and to accept from us that which is good, and to forgive us for that which is from the bad deeds. هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Any questions or comments or corrections? وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Voiceover on. There are no messages yet. Be the first to say something. There are no messages yet. Be the first to say something.
I'm still recording. You got to stop. Should be stopped. Okay. Did it stop?